Caitlin Clark
Mm-hmm.
and
I'm a fan.
Angel Reese, right?
Yeah.
They're going back and
I'm a
forth.
fan of both.
And Jamil Hill says by the time Angel Reese is done, she's going to be the Michael Jordan of WNBA.
She said about Angel Reese?
She said Angel Reese, by the time she retires, can you pull up this quote? She said, by the time she retires, she will be the MJ.
Stephen A. Smith just called out Angel Reese in a big way, shutting down what he sees as her growing ego. This all came after she pulled a bold move involving Caitlin Clark, and the internet couldn't believe it. If you thought the drama ended when the game did, think again. Stephen A. didn't hold back. He lit up the MIC with strong words, and let's just say Angel Reese might be feeling the heat. So what exactly happened? Get ready, because this story is packed with twists. Let's break it down.
It's not about black and white. It's about that white player and that black player. Why? Because of the history that they had before they came to the WNBA. You see, it was all instigated. If Angel Reese was never in Caitlin Clark's face, taunting her the way that she did when mimicking what Caitlin Clark was doing to numerous opponents en route to the Final Four. And then Angel Reese and LSU bust their living, you know what, at that particular moment in time. And Angel Reese was in her face chirping at her the way that she did, it would have never gotten to this point.
We have a lot of folks that have come to the defense of numerous WNBA players because they were pointing out like this has been going on before long and people are not hating on her. It's not about hating on her. It's that you feel she is getting a level of attention that you deserved and you warranted long before she ever came along.
4 points. That's it. That's the headline. Angel Reese only put up 4 points in the game, as if she forgot she was supposed to be scoring. And here's the kicker, Caitlin Clark wasn't even playing. She was sitting on the bench, wrapped in towels, sipping Gatorade, and cheering like a proud parent at a weekend soccer game. Despite Clark being completely out of the action, Angel still couldn't step up. This was the Sky versus Fever matchup, and it felt like Reese missed a big chance to show what she could do.
The new season tipped off this weekend with several marquee matchups on the slate. Most fans were excited to see Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever take on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. The game was a blowout as the Fever beat down Chicago 93-58, with Clark's triple-double leading the way. But the biggest headline coming out of the game on Saturday is the investigation the WNBA is conducting into allegations of hateful fan comments directed at Angel Reese. It happened after this play when Clark slapped at the ball after Reese grabbed an offensive rebound.
How do you walk into a game where the star player is sidelined with an injury, and then choose that moment to have your worst performance yet? Angel Reese had a golden opportunity with Caitlin Clark out, but instead, she completely disappeared on the court. If she was trying to prove she's the opposite of Caitlin, well, mission accomplished. While Caitlin was resting her ankle on the bench, Angel put up a stat line so low it almost felt like a joke. 4 points. That's not just a rough night, that's a serious slump.
Because I was calling it from day one. You got people that are resentful towards her. But it's really not about her, guys. It's about what she represents. Before she ever came along, there were a lot of outstanding basketball players who happened to be black females that was doing their thing on the WNBA level. And they never got this kind of shine.
Sure, Angel Reese did grab her usual 12 rebounds, and let's be honest, she loves those rebounds. The way she goes after them, you'd think each one came with a free Chick-fil-A sandwich. And after this rough performance, she might actually need every single one to stay in the spotlight. If rebounds were worth their weight in gold, she'd be set for life. But when it comes to scoring, it's like she's not even interested. Like putting points on the board is optional. At this point, it's starting to look like she thinks scoring is beneath her, and that's a problem.
A second of it. Your thoughts?
Well, first of all, it's not a rivalry. Not when you lose about 35 points.
That's true.
It's not rivalry. Indiana Fever's on a different level than the Chicago Sky. Let's get that out the way. Secondly, as much as we love Angel Reese because she is special, she's not Caitlin Clark as a player. Caitlin Clark is on a different level. We just have to own that. Angel Reese can rebound the basketball. She's a damn good player. She's got a bright future in the WNBA, but Caitlin Clark is next level.
You know things aren't going well when even the commentators start making excuses. She's contributing in other ways, they said. Really? Like what? Team spirit? For most of the game, Angel Reese looked like she was just out there doing a fitness routine. At one point, the camera caught her staring off like she was daydreaming about becoming a reality TV star. The real stats of Chicago, coming soon? Let's be real, Angel used to hit the court with confidence. Always polished, always poised, lashes, nails, attitude, all on point. But now? That box score is saying, oops, I forgot there was a game today. This isn't the season she hyped up. It's not the Bayou Barbie takeover fans were promised. Right now, it's feeling more like Desperate Housewives, WNBA edition, and Angel's holding an empty wine glass. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, who's taking hits left and right like the league has it out for her, is still showing up. Whether it's dropping threes, making plays, or getting double-teamed like she's Steph Curry's little sister, she finds a way to stay in the game.
I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on that in just a second. But before I do that, I want to ask you your thoughts about apparently some racial animus that was thrown in the direction of Angel Reese. The Chicago Sky have gotten involved, talking about they're going to protect their players at all costs. The WNBA has issued a statement saying it abhors and discourages hate of any kind, et cetera, et cetera. Your thoughts about it? Here's the WNBA statement. The WNBA strongly condemns racism, hate, and discrimination in all forms. They have no place in our league or in society. We are aware of the allegations and are looking into the matter. Your thoughts about that element of all of this, where you believe it emanates from, and do you think it will ever subside?
Oh man, the latter part of that, Stephen A, is quite the thing to think on. I think when you go back to the impetus of the rivalry that we have between Caitlin and Angel Reese, I remember funny clips on the internet.
Angel had everything lined up, the spotlight, the attention, the moment to shine. But when it was her turn to deliver, she completely missed the mark. And sure, she's proud of those 12 rebounds. But let's be honest, not all rebounds are created equal. Lately, it feels like she's just collecting them for the stat sheet. She's boxing out like she's training for a CrossFit challenge, only to throw up shots that don't even come close. It's like she's grabbing boards just to say she did something, but doing nothing with them. At this point, it's like she's stockpiling rebounds the way people used to collect Pokemon cards, grabbing them all, but with no real impact on the game. And now? The whispers have started. The kind no athlete wants to hear, talk about getting benched, losing minutes, maybe even fading out of the spotlight. This isn't high school where effort gets you an award. In the WNBA, if you're not producing, you're sitting. Angel's biggest contribution lately might just be her courtside outfits. And if the coach starts cutting her minutes, she may want to check in with the stylist before the playbook. This was supposed to be her breakout year, her chance to silence the doubters and show she's more than hype. Instead, it's starting to feel like one of those viral trends that burned bright for a minute, then disappeared. Remember the milk crate challenge? Yeah, that might just be the story of Angel Reese's season. Started strong, wobbled fast, and now we're watching the fall in real time.
Caitlin Clark's or Angel Reese's popularity in large part is attributed to her behavior towards Caitlin Clark. Because when Caitlin Clark was busy taunting opponents a couple of years back before LSU smacked Iowa around in the national championship game or so, it was Angel Reese that was clapping back at Caitlin Clark once it was Caitlin Clark's turn to have her comeuppance. And that's what made Angel Reese famous. Now, Angel Reese experienced vitriol thereafter. It was tough for her to deal with, as she articulated, and that's unfortunate because we got some no-good-ass people.
Let's be clear, people wanted Angel Reese to win. She's got the personality, the headlines, the rivalries, all the ingredients to be WNBA gold. She's a media magnet. But all of that means nothing if you can't back it up with points. For points just isn't going to cut it. Unless this is some kind of performance art about doing less in pro sports, it's a problem. And now the fans are catching on. Social media lit up like it was draft night, people asking, for points? Is she okay? She's dominating on rebounds, sure, but on offense? She's nowhere to be found. Even her most loyal fans are starting to write long posts trying to make sense of it. Yes, Karen, she's struggling. Struggling hard. Like a Roomba stuck on thick carpet. And the tough part? The Caitlin Clark comparison is making everything worse. Caitlin's injured, on the bench, yet she's still the center of attention. Meanwhile, Angel's fully healthy, with every chance to take over, and somehow, she keeps falling short. Now there are rumors floating around, quiet chatter about the team possibly benching her, or resting her for development. That's usually code for, we don't know what to do with her, but we're trying to be polite about it. This isn't what anyone signed up for. The team needs a scoring threat, not just someone collecting rebounds like it's a hobby. Right now, Angel's got the spotlight, but it's for all the wrong reasons.
This is only women that get this. I'm tired of it. Like, here's my thing, you guys. What else? Who are these girls? Who are these girls that are hating on Caitlin Clark? Are you just combing through Twitter? What else are these women supposed to do? Fawn over her? Fangirl over her? Bend the fucking knee? Kiss the ring? Like, what do you want from them? We cannot every time the girl plays a game. She got 40 games, guys. She got 35 more games. We are not every single game gonna revisit and retread this same tired ass rhetoric that all these girls are hating on her, and they need to be thankful they have been.